Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of NEC On The Run. I'm Kyle Turner for NEC Front Row, and we're talking women's basketball with the NEC's Public Relations Director for Women's Basketball, Ralph Ventre. Ralph, thanks for joining me today.
I'm back, Kyle. It's good to be back. Thanks for having me back. Now let's talk some NEC women's hoops.
All right, we're going to jump into the headlines. Shooting definitely helps.
Yeah, well, when you're shooting the ball well, it's definitely going to help you win games. I mean, just look at what is happening with the Robert Morris Colonials right now. Robert Morris is the hottest team in the league. They've run that win streak up to 7 games in a row, the longest active streak in the NEC. They're 8-2 overall in conference play, up to second place in the standings. Over this 7-game win streak, they're shooting almost 48% from the floor, which is a great number. And from downtown, they're hitting over 41% of their three-point attempts during this 7-game surge. So when you're shooting the ball well, it definitely helps you win ball games. Now, why is Robert Morris shooting the ball well right now? Well, let's hear from Ashley Ravelli.
Definitely as a team right now, we have way more confidence in our shooter. I don't know, man. Once games start, we know we're gonna do well, and we know we can shoot the ball. So open shots, as you said, good selection of shots. We know we're gonna make it. Like, we shoot the ball thinking that ball is going in.
Now, according to Ashley, a combination of things are leading to Robert Morris shooting the ball much better. But the bottom line is there's a strong correlation between shooting the ball well and Robert Morris's win streak. Another team, they're not just another team, they're the first place team, the CCSU Blue Devils, 9-1 in Northeast Conference play, and there's some good shooting going on in New Britain as well. 2 Blue Devils, Amanda Harrington and Tajani Malone, rank in the top 4 of NEC leaders in field goal percentage. Malone is the league leader. In terms of overall team field goal percentage for the season, the Blue Devils are second in the Northeast Conference. So there you go. Blue Devils also 6-game win streak. So 2 of the hottest teams are 2 of the hottest shooting teams.
Well, Central and Robert Morris, yes, they're definitely hot in conference play right now. But we got some teams ready to erupt right now, Ralph. Tell me about that.
Well, Sacred Heart and St. Francis Brooklyn look as if they may be ready to erupt, Kyle. I like what I saw from both teams last week. They both went 2-0 in their NEC games a week ago, and they're trending upwards. Now, these 2 teams, St. Francis Brooklyn and Sacred Heart, were 2 teams who had high expectations coming into conference play. They were picked in the top half of the Northeast Conference preseason poll. St. Francis Brooklyn, they're a veteran-laden unit. They have a Sarah Benedetti, Ellie Simpson, Jamie Vinay. They're all seniors. Leah Fetchko's a junior. She's battle-tested. And they really took the program to another level last year. 19 wins, program record. And there were hopes or thoughts that they would go even further this year. Well, they've struggled a bit, but the potential is certainly there, and it seems as if Coach Thurston has something cooking in Brooklyn Heights, because they've played well the last 2 games, and to be honest with you, their defense has been good all season long. They've led the NEC in scoring defense for a number of weeks now. It's just the shots haven't been falling for them. They rely a lot on the three-point shooting. They're shooting under 30% from downtown on the year, but maybe that'll turn. Sacred Heart, on the other hand, they have Hannah Kimmel. She's a double-double waiting to happen. Gabby Washington, we see how dynamic she can be in the TV game, the featured game of the week on ESPN3. She drops 29 on Mount St. Mary's. And Sacred Heart's a team that a lot of ups and downs, but they put back-to-back wins together last week, so maybe they're ready to catch fire and we'll see. For now, it's Central and Robert Morris and Bryant toward the top of those standings. Maybe St. Francis, Brooklyn, and Sacred Heart, maybe they'll be joining.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on those teams and see if they actually do end up erupting, as you so put. Now, let's look at the TV matchup on ESPN3. You got St. Francis, Brooklyn traveling to Central Connecticut on Monday.
More NEC on ESPN3. I love it. It makes for one heck of a Monday night, if you ask me. But two teams we've already mentioned, St. Francis, Brooklyn, Central Connecticut, they'll be going at it head-to-head. And right off the bat, I'm going to be honest with you folks. You know me. I lay it out for you like it is. If you love defense, you will watch this game. These two teams, the top two ranked teams in the NEC in terms of scoring defense. I mentioned earlier how St. Francis Brooklyn is number 1, while Central Connecticut is number 2. And in Northeast Conference games, Central Connecticut has the number 1 scoring defense in the league. These two teams, they met once before this year. It was a 2-point game. Only 2 points separated these two teams. Central got the win. What was the score? 51-49. I don't expect either of these teams to hit 100 on Monday night, but if you like good, hard defense and fundamental basketball, you'll tune into the Terriers and Blue Devils, ESPN3.
Well, it should be quite the defensive battle. Ralph, we've run through the headlines. Now let's take a Twitter timeout. What's out there on social media?
Twitter timeout. Give me the 30. We're going to go up to Bryant, New England. Actually, this photo here was taken in Pennsylvania as the Bryant Bulldogs left New England for the Keystone State, a little road trip. As you can see, Coach Burke having a little fun with the Bulldogs, keeping it loose. I know Coach was a great basketball player for Providence back in her day. Well, she's got some great form there under center, and I bet you she was probably a quarterback at some point in her life as well. At least she looks like a natural. And obviously Bryant, Coach Burke being from New England, they're pretty happy up there. Not only that, the Bryant Bulldogs are 8-2 in NEC play, but New England Patriots are Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, well, most people up in New England are happy about the New England Patriots winning the Super Bowl. But now let's look at an NEC number. What is it this week?
Well, let's go with 63. 63 are the number of three-pointers that Robert Morris has made during this 7-game win streak. That's exactly 9 per game. And I mentioned they were shooting 41.2% from downtown over this 7-game win streak. They're dangerous from downtown. The 3 balls are falling, and Robert Morris is winning. So if they keep hitting 9 threes a game, that's going to bode well for them down the stretch run.
It's like you said in the beginning, shooting definitely helps, and they're making threes almost on command. Now, NEC fans, we're going to show you the NEC front row schedule for women's basketball in the next week. There's also that TV game on ESPN3. Also, NEC fans, be sure to download the NEC On The Run app for iOS users only on the iPad and or iPhone.
That's a good one. I got it.
Yes, NEC fans, make sure to get the NEC On The Run app. Ralph has his, so if you love NEC hoops, you need the app. That's all we have for this edition of NEC On The Run. For NEC Front Row, I'm Kyle Turner. I want to thank Ralph Ventre for joining me today, and we'll see you next week.